Okay. Well, let's do this. And I'm gonna be streaming to Twitch today for the first time. At the same time, I'm streaming here in YouTube. So bear with me if there's any glitches or something. So I just need to mute this thing. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. So I'm just checking now how to check YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Look, I don't know. I mean, I doubt it's gonna be too crazy. But let's do it. I'm just gonna do my thing, what I've been doing the last few weeks. So, okay. Hello and welcome everybody. This is episode 24 of The Legend of Zelda, the remake for the NES. This time on 3D. My name is Carlos, and I am a software developer. Not really a game developer, but trying to become that. But right now, all I do is like medical software in Japan. I work in Japan as a CTO in Tokyo. I mean, it's a great job, but this is my side gig. I mean, it's my hobby, so to speak. And I'm a collector of games. I love retro games quite a lot, and one of them, my favorite ones, is The Legend of Zelda. And I decided to bring it back to life. And while I'm talking to you about the context and the background here, I might just show you what I have done so far. So I'm working first and foremost on the outside world. As you can see here in the editor, I have created the map, and down here this is the game viewer. So in here you can see Link, which is modeled after the amiibo, the 3D Link amiibo, which is really cute. And then, well, I mean, normally in the game you don't have all the items laid out for you here for the pickup, but in my game, because I'm testing everything, I'm just giving myself the ability to just grab whatever I need. All the potions and weapons, armor, swords, so I can just go around and test everything out. And, you know, for the most part, I think I'm almost done with the outside world. I started working on it when? In June. In June of this year, so it's been almost now closing into 6 months, and my goal is to, by the end of the year, to complete the outside world, the overworld. And once I finish that, I'm going to start working on the dungeons, which is also a very important part of this game, of course. And the game, I want to complete it, so it wouldn't be complete if there was no dungeons, right? So right now, all the items that you can get, either you can get them through, you know, buying them with rupees on the shops, which a lot of I think all of them are implemented now. As you can see, I can burn bushes, I can bomb walls, you know, I could talk to this lady if I had the letter, so she can sell me some medicine. Yesterday I was working on some of these items here. Like, you can push now these rocks, the ones that are actually allow you to push when you have the bracelet, and then in here this allows you to take a warp to other areas. And here I can push it. And something that is not quite as in the original game, I noticed, is that in the original game, as soon as you push one rock and you reveal one entrance, all the other entrances around the world get revealed. And as you can see here, you know, you end up at the location where the other warp is, but you know, you don't see the ladder. The ladder right now, if I push this rock, which you can only move it one notch, in one direction, and you can come in here and once again take one of the roads. Let's see, one that I haven't taken. I think there's just one more. It's just enemies everywhere. Oh, it's already open. Yeah, that's the other one. So it's just these 4 locations that you can move the rock around. So I mean, it's not a big deal. I can probably fix that any time. Here I can bomb one of these walls. And then the armors are also something that I was working on recently, that I can give them now some motion and attack me, right? So they come to life like they do in the original game. I need to work on the enemies AI, right? Because they're a little bit dumb right now. I mean, it's not that they're very smart in the original game. And also you can see some of the Lionels were floating around. I will go around tweak everything. So for the most part, I want the whole map to work, to operate, and the items to work, to operate as they should. Oh, you know what? I haven't actually done this rock here, which should open the cave. Right now I can just enter to this cave, which is where you normally get the magical sword, but I shouldn't be able to do that, so I need to do that, like to push it and reveal the entrance. So I'm gonna do that right now. And that's where I am. So if you like this kind of stuff, like you want to see how I move ahead in the development of this game, as I said, my goal is going to finish the full game, including the dungeons. So it's going to be a replica of the original game. And as you can see, I'm very kind of faithful to the original art of the game, right? I went with the sprite sheets, and then I created them into 3D models with Magika Voxel, and animate them, you know, like just the simple animation that these have. I'm trying to put it all there, right? It's a simple game, but there's quite a bit of moving parts, surprisingly, for such a game that is almost 40 years old. And so I'm planning on finishing this game next year, which is when this game is gonna be 40 years old. And my god, that's insane, because I did play this game when I was little. So yeah, this game has been a part of my life. And you know, I like making tributes to games that did that, caused an impression on me, and this is one of them. Okay, so let me get down to business, because today I think I might just do like 1 hour stream. Unfortunately, I don't have too much time today, but one of my mottos here, the way in which I've been kind of like getting disciplined, because I am really good at beginning games and beginning new projects, but I'm not the best at finishing them and carrying them to fruition. But this one, I do want to finish it, even if it takes longer than I anticipate, which is summer next year. By summer next year, I wish I am done with the full first quest, right? And one way in which I've been keeping myself accountable, so this is my GitHub, and this is just one issue, my to-do list for this month, which, I mean, I'm slowly getting there, but the month's almost over. But if you were to come to the code and the commits, you can see my timeline, right? So November 23rd, 22nd, 21st. So every day I've been working on this game. Sometimes I manage to work a lot, like spend a few hours on it. But some days it's honestly like 10 minutes, not even. Just open the inspector or open the editor, refactor something quickly, just kind of keep the momentum going. I find that you need to do that. The consistency is the most important part to get anything done, I imagine, because this applies to many things in life. Yeah, because before, you know, I always wanted to have like 3 hours to sit down and focus and think about it. And if I was not gonna have the 3 hours, then I'll just do it next time. And then that next time became further and further apart, and so it becomes really difficult to finish something when you're not like on it constantly. So I find that it's better to have like smaller, consistent sits in front of your keyboard and working on it, than having like, I'm gonna work 8 hours every Saturday like that. I don't know, that wouldn't work for me. Maybe it work for somebody else, but not for me. But yeah, before I started this game, I finished another one, Treasure of Tarmin, as a remake as well, an awesome game from back in the PlayStation. Well, yeah, of course, in television era. It's like a little bit behind that time period. And I finished that one with this method, right? Like 1 day, 1 commit at least. Even if it's small, what matters is the consistency. Okay, so because I just noticed that I need to work on the graveyard here. Let's have a look. So I want to be able to push this tomb, this grave. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it a pushable rock, so tag it properly, and then I'm gonna give it a behavior, which is this pushable block a script that I made, in which I have to connect the dots here. You can push this in any direction. I think in the original game you can only push it up and down, but I'm gonna let it to be pushed up, down, left, or right. It's okay. You can only push it once, which is really what happens in this game. I checked, like, there's only one block, one notch that you can push it. There's a certain distance that it moves, and it just won't move just when you kind of like graze on it. You have to like stick to it, like walk towards it for half a second. Got it. So now I need to wire the entrance, the stairs that are right here underneath. It's a stairs gray Vox 20, okay? So stairs gray Vox 20 should go secret stairs. Secret stairs identifier and any. Okay, so that should work. Now I'm gonna do an experiment. Yeah. Oh, another thing that I have to make sure is that these rocks should only be pushable when you have the bracelet, the power bracelet. So I need to do that too, but first let me see if that works. So I'm gonna get some defenses here so I don't get killed, because I'm gonna go where hard enemies are. And I'm just gonna get the wood sword to see if I can upgrade. And now I know that in the final game you will only be able to upgrade the sword under certain conditions. You can take the wooden sword at any time in the game, but then you can only take the white sword when you have 5 hearts. So it's not a very high level of entrance for the 5 hearts. But the magical sword you do need to have about like 12 or 13. I need to check the right number, the exact number, and implement that limitation. So I'm gonna go to the graveyard, and there's something here. There's like an invisible floor here, an invisible collider that I'm missing, because then if my sword beam just crashes immediately on something, and these guys are just kind of floating on me there. So I need to fix that. Now let's see if I push this. Yes, master using it, and you can have it. I revealed the stairs. I should probably move it a little bit more. Allow it to move a little bit more, and then let me see, it's gonna give it to me. Yes, because it's not checking for the huts right now. And now I have the strongest sword in the game. Okay, so that works. But maybe I should, this push distance, I should make it a little bit bigger, like 1.5 even, or something like that. Might be good. 1.5. So it reveals the full stairs. Okay, so that's one change that we were able to do. Now I just need to make sure that I can only push those when I have the bracelet, and the bracelet is guarded by a particular Armus, which is here. Is this 5th guy on the top row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy, when you touch him, he'll come to life like every other Armus, but also he'll leave behind the bracelet. And so the bracelet just makes you stronger, right? Like just unlocks the ability to push those blocks around the world. Mind you, not all the blocks you can push. Only a few of them actually. It's very few blocks that you can push. So I need to look at the code now. Right, so I have my game manager where I get all my states. It's a bunch of variables here, a bunch of flags, just Boolean flags, yes or no. Do I own the boomerang? Do I own the magic boomerang? Do I own bombs, bow, arrow, red candle, right? So all of those start as false, and whenever I collect something on the background, it just gets a tick. It turns into true, and that allows me to do some different behaviors. For example, I can get the magical rod, and the magical rod, when you shoot it, is like a beam. A magical beam appears and it hits enemies. But if you also have the Bible, right, on your in your inventory, when the magical beam hits something, it just lights on fire as well. So it becomes more powerful and more useful. So it checks for this flag here. So I must have, did I make already? Has bracelet, owns bracelet. Yeah, I already have it. And have I actually called it? Yes, plain inventory. So ahead of time, last week, apparently by me, I did this own bracelet true when I get the bracelet. Gotcha. So it's not gonna be that hard anymore. What I'm gonna do now is in this pushable block. So this pushable block, first it's the secret stairs logic right here, and then the float variables, which I said I was gonna make this into 1.5 push distance. Okay, the secret stair reveals stairs that it's okay, but on collision, if moving, return. If push once and has been pushed, return. Yep. So this is the before. I actually can trigger the collision logic, which is the push logic, right? I'm gonna make sure that these conditions are not met, and this is where I could probably just add if game manager dot I dot owns bracelet. Okay, let's do this. If you do not have this, then again return. So don't proceed. Because I should not be able to push them. Or maybe that's it. Let's see if I cancel the and then just to make sure that this goes push distance, unserialize it and then serialize it again. So because I updated it, if I leave it like that, like if I change it here, it will not change the ones I already set in the editor. It's an interesting thing that Unity does. So I need to do that, and then I do want to put it back, and I imagine all of them should be 1.5. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna once again get the ring for protection. Sounds weird, but that's what's happening. And I'm gonna get the ring right here. Should probably get a sword like that one. Alright, and I'm not gonna get anything else, not the bracelet or anything else. Now, let me see. There's a rock that I should be able to push. I shouldn't be able to push because I do not have the bracelet. So let's see. Let's just clean these guys. Go away, go away, go away. If I... Yep, it's not working. Exactly as I was hoping. Beautiful. Okay, so now just for good measure, let's go get the bracelet. And the bracelet, I don't have it here. It's really only at the armors, but luckily I'm gonna help myself a little bit. Use the recorder, which I really like the way I implemented it, I must say. It's cool. In the original game, it kind of sweeps sideways, and it will take you from one screen to the next one. But in here, I felt like, because the world exists, right? It's an existing 3D open world. You should be able to see the world, right? And that allowed me the freedom to show the player the world, and I think I really like the way it ended up. Okay, so just let me get to the right armors, which is none of these guys. I think it's that one. Ugh, where am I? Maybe I cannot go through here. Okay, so I need to go back. Yeah, and I know the camera needs to be fixed because sometimes I can't see Link if I'm too close to the walls. I'm gonna make it so that you can actually rotate the camera around Link whenever you want, because right now you can only see in one perspective. Yeah, camera also needs some tweak. So, okay, so it's this guy. Yeah, he leaves the bracelet. I don't have it. Now I should have it. And let's go test it. Let's go test this bracelet power now. And we can test it immediately right here. I own the bracelet. Yes. And it pushes the block. Brilliant. And for good measure, let's once again go test the grape. Here with the invisible floor, which I don't know why is it happening there. Okay, let's push the grape. Excellent. Okay, that was rather easy to implement. I love it. But now we have the full feature, the full functionality of the pushable blocks and the bracelet. Right, so that's great. That is some progress because I can now move on to the next to do, which is push rocks with bracelet, and now add the raft mechanic. Yeah, okay, this one I've been kind of like avoiding it, but it's probably not. Won't be too bad. Honestly, the one that I'm avoiding is the steps, the step ladder logic. That one, I think, I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna work. So right now, as you probably notice, Link can still walk on water, and that is because my prevent the ability from walking on water is still coming in the future, right? So firstly, I would have to like make sure that Link cannot walk on water, and then add the ability to use the ladder, right? Because the ladder works more not like as a regular ladder. It's more like a bridge, like a little bridge. I help you cross across water or whatever. So we're here at the raft mechanic. Now, the raft, I have it, implemented. If you take the raft, it's gonna go into your inventory. The raft is a passive item. There is nothing that you need to press, no button, no nothing. The condition for the raft to trigger is that you stand in one of these docks. This one right here, for example. If you stand here, then the game is just gonna transport Link from here to here. Now, I know you could just walk through the water right now, but thinking that this will be sorted out in the future, I'm just gonna try and do that. When Link presses or stands on this dock thing, he should kind of like spawn his raft, and then the game is gonna take over, kind of maybe freeze controls, because that's what happened in the game, freeze controls, and just move Link across the water. So what I'm thinking is kind of like what I did with the pushable blocks. So because not all the docks are, all this sprite. For example, if you look at this, it's the same sprite, it's just twice in different color. So it doesn't mean that every time you step on something like this, it's gonna pull the raft and use it. No, so it has to be a specific ones. So I'm gonna tag them. I'm not exactly sure if I'll need this tag, but for good measure, let's write dock, just dock, and then I'm gonna tag this one as dock. And then the thing is, here, this thing should also work as a dock, even though it's a ladder, but this will be a dock, I imagine. Okay, and it's still ground layers, yeah, because I need to walk on them. So let's see, let's add the logic. New script, so many scripts already. Create, model behavior, raft, logic. Okay, let's leave it at that. Okay, so this raft logic needs a few things, right? So it's gonna always spawn underneath Link in the same place. So this raft logic, I need to add it to the raft itself. If I add it to the raft itself, then I don't need to put it in the editor and like assign it, because it'll be always there. But the dock would need to have that logic to trigger it, right? When I collide with it. That could be. Okay, let's see. For example, if I... Yeah, on collision enter maybe. Let's see. Or start. Raft triggered. Okay. Raft logic. So let's do that. And then for example here. So not quite on the raft, but in here. Dock ring, for example. And then in here. Raft logic. And the trigger is going to be on Link. If Link stands on it, the player. Slow tag. By name and by tag. Okay, maybe here. So this is scanning when I hit on some specific tags. So what if I, and this is, negotiable, right? Like we can negotiate this. Like it might not need to be the final implementation. Okay, no, dock, which is the name that I gave to this tag. Okay, so what's gonna happen is it's gonna spawn attempt, spawn and use Raft. So I'm gonna call this method, and then outside of all this case, where would be good? The rupees, pick up fairy, use secondary item. What about here? It's gonna be private void, because really what it's gonna do is just call a method that I wanna fully implement in and the doc. What should I do? Do I need that though? It should be on link, isn't it? Maybe I don't need to do this pushable. No. Close that. Close that. The raft. Spawn raft. Ah my god, okay. I already have the raft in here. Just thinking, I mean, there's many ways in which you can solve the problem, right? And I'm always trying to figure out which one is the most effective one. Okay, let's see. So, might not need to involve anything else. So essentially, steps, right? So, check if Link has Raft. If he does, then spawn Raft under Link's feet. Freeze controls. And then move towards a goal, a destination. Destination coordinates. That's it. So every dock where I can stand and trigger the dock needs to know the destination, right? Where are you gonna take Link? So for example, then I do need to have here class, public class, void start. And here I'll probably do serialize field vector 3 destination of this dock. Something like that. And then for, okay, let's see, if it's this dock here, then the destination should be here. So let me bring Link over. Link, come over here, like Scorpion would say, and stay there. Okay, so Link's gonna be here, like, yay, let's go. Somewhere here, right? Display. So say Link starts. Not quite. Enemies. Oh. Right here. Stop. Move tiny bit. There. That's where I need the position to be. So copy. Then stop game. And this dock has already this destination, so I'm just gonna put paste. Alrighty. Minus 65. Is that correct? That's a strange position. Okay, let's try again. Player. No, that's fine. So I will move it. Minus 65, 01. minus 6101. Ah, this one, this dock. It's no, this one. Okay, so this dock in particular is the destination is over here. Okay, now the raft, right? The raft itself, there's gonna be, look, if you come here to my prefabs, come here to my prefabs. And the raft must be dungeons, items, enemies, no. Loot, items and weapons. Raft. If I put the raft here, yeah, the raft is gonna be spawned like that, but that is standing because when you pick it up in the castle or in the dungeon, when you eventually will pick it up, it's kind of standing like that, and then you grab it. So I don't want it to look like that when you're actually on it. So it should be spent in like that, 90 degrees rotation, something like that. Okay, so I need to spawn it and rotate it 90 degrees. And seems okay. Okay. Right, so just gonna move it out of the way. Essentially just need to be like this. And then disappear once it got here. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna get it out of the way. And let's see. So check if Link has the raft. Okay, so once again I need to go into the game manager. Owns raft. Okay. And have I already implemented this? The own raft plain inventory. Yes, I have. Yeah, own raft equals true when I get the raft. Perfect. So that's great. I'll have to do it right now. So check if Link has the raft. If you don't have it, game manager instance owns raft. So if you don't have the raft, then return. No need to do anything else. Okay, if you do have the raft, I need to oof. Oh my god, okay. So maybe, because in this script I don't have the raft, obviously, like the prefab. Secondary items, see, no, I don't. Or should I just? No, I will. I mean, let's try it here. Nice field, game object, raft. Raft, green, prefab. Alright. So I need to go to player. I'm gonna make a copy. I'm gonna make a clone of this thing. Raft, green, horizontal. Horizontal, so different name, okay. And this one I need to rotate it in 90, like we said we will. Okay, so this is the one that Link's gonna stand on. And then I need to go to Link, Raft, green, prefab, and in fact I'll just be thorough. Raft, green, horizontal. Let me save. Prefab. And just put it here. Okay. Okie dokie. Now let's move Link a little bit back here. Where am I? Where am I? Here. No. Attempt, use, raft. If you don't know the raft, then don't continue. If you do own the raft, then let's see, instantiate raft green horizontal prefab. If I put transform position, it might not be exactly what I need. It might be like in the middle of link, but let's see. And then quaternion identity, but it might just work. Let's see. Right now I'm just gonna see if it appears correctly. If not, I might need to tweak the height at where it appears. So let's see. So when I touch this, I would like to see a raft appear. Okay, not this raft, another one. Nope. I did not. No, link. Why is that? Why is that? Did I code Raft green, pick up that green, play Helia, player. Maybe this thing doesn't have a collider. It does not have a collider. That's why. It must be a trigger then, not a collider. Okay, let's see. Rigid body. No. Collider, and I'll do a trigger. And this little box, this green box here, is what's really gonna trigger the action, right? So anyway, okay, I just thought of something. I just push a little bit, so you actually have to walk towards the end of the dock, which I think that's what happens in the original game. So you have to be right here at the end of it. Okay, so you don't kind of like, if you're just walking across here, you're not gonna touch it. It's a little bit more, tiny bit. That to the second half. Okay, now it's a trigger, and I mean it could be a collider, it doesn't matter. This is a rigid body. And dock green. Oh, I thought I already had tagged it. I did not. Okay, let's try again. See what happens. Oh yeah. So yeah, it's there it is. Yep. I'm spawning rafts. Ooh, and I fell through the world. Yep. Nope, that's not what we want. And if you noticed, it was not horizontal, it was vertical. Even though I said here it was gonna be. Okay. Right. Horizontal. And okay, so at least I'm spawning them, so there's some progress there. So then I'm gonna go back here. On trigger. I don't have an on trigger. On trigger enter. Interesting. It's full collision. Yeah, because if I change it, this dock to trigger, is not gonna do anything, I don't think. I think it's one or the other. It's either a collision or a trigger. And a collision is like, yeah, you collide, you cannot go through. Yeah, so nothing happens. Okay, so it has to be a collider. It has to be a trigger, but then if it's gonna be a trigger, So maybe this is necessary here. Collision enter. Void on enter. Collider other. No. Not like that. Because I think it's just gonna be the one. I mean, I could have triggers at some other point, but no, in this case, if other game object dot tag equals doc, then attempt to spawn this thing, and I need to close that without affecting this. Raft, instantiate. Okay, let's try again. Okay, let's see, it's walking here. Strange. Why? Look, I did spawn one there, but why? Why not on every time? I'm gonna also deactivate all these enemies, annoying enemies. So in player, I have this massive sphere around Link, sphere collider. So only around this area, this sphere within or around Link is where I'm spawning enemies. So if I don't have that, then nothing is gonna trigger enemies. Raft triggered. That's so strange. Dock green. Stock. And has a collider. Has a raft logic. No, rigid body. Oof, yeah, it's gonna fall, yeah, of course. Oh man, okay. I'm doing something wrong. Box collider. Dock. On collation. Cyclation. I have this many rupees. What kinda? Oh, I didn't get any. Clean string. Lake Hylia. Game object replace. Collision enter. And Lake Hylia meaning this thing. Lake Hylia. Put this thing. Why? Okay, so Lake Hylia has mesh collider. Okay, untagged. Box collider. Okay, so why if I just make it like that? a bit bigger. Okay, so now I'm gonna trigger it, but I just wanna see if it actually registers me colliding with it. Clear. Dot green, yes, okay, good. Let's go back to the original logic then. On trigger enter, I do not need a trigger then. Nope. There, attempt to use. And Raft logic, I do not need this debug. Okay, so that was triggering, it was this one. What about this Raft? This Raft doesn't have any... No logic, no nothing. Okay. Let's try again. Clear. Clean string dot green. It's because I don't have the Raft, of course. Now I have the Raft. Oh my god, my own constraints. My own code is too good for me. Huh? I do have the Raft. Keep it known. Switch clean string. Enter switch clean strings. Yeah, well, I mean, what am I intending to see? Well, these. Do I own the Raft? Let's see. Dock green. Oh. It's not gonna be every tag where I'm looking. Touch dock. Okay, and this thing's definitely tagged, right? As dock. Just that. Yes. Right? Clear that. Touch dock, okay. Enter cleaned string dock green. Now I have this thing. Let's clear that again. Aha! I'm spawning them. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, I just need to spawn one. This thing. I need to make sure there's only one in the world. Okay. Okay, so at least this is working, right? So instantiate. Objects with tag. Nope. Object. Oh. Raft. Should I tag this raft? Okay. Raft green. Where's the raft? Raft. And this also, let's call it raft. Okay. Okay. Instantiate horizontal prefab. Transform position. See, I'm just trying to look for transform forward. It's right here. Quaternion Euler, yeah, this is good. Transform rotation. Something like this. Three. Under feet. Under feet. Door, and I'm gonna put it at 0.1 F. So it's above, just above it, right? Then, woof. Instantiate, lift it. Snow. Okay, so that's a reference here. Let's me check it out. Random here on prefab. And on their feet. Quaternion identity. Like this. But instead of 180 in Y, is 19 X. Hang on. Right, next, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see. 19x. Right. And then, and I need to call it something. What can I do? Okay, spawn raft, and then move towards. Quarterly, okay. Towards Y. Let's try this one. Item recorder. Okay, let's go. That place link no move it towards dock and leave link there. No, that's not what I need. It's more like while transform position. Grab point is not grab point is. I know. I need to pass that. Okay, this thing. So dock. So other dot game object dot Raft logic. Nope. Destination, and this needs to be public. Destination of this dog. Raft logic. Raft logic. I don't like that name anymore. No. Game object. No. Find component. I'm talking about the dock. The dock. Okay, Raft logic's fine, right? Because it spawns the Raft logic. Okay, so other dot game object find game object get component, and it's gonna be called Raft logic, right? And if you do find one, if logic is not null, then attempt to do the spawning. Oh man, where am I? Nope. Okay, let's just do that. And other dot game object. Nah, maybe just send Raft logic. Okay. Raft logic. What am I gonna do here? What? The body of parent cannot be an iterator block because void is not an iterator interfacing type. Oh, I see. Because what? Ah, it has to be an enumerator. Okay, so while is the problem, isn't it? Transform position minus. Can I do it without the while? And then here, transform position. Try again. Equal 3. Move towards. Transform position. Target is dot. That's not gonna work, is it? Destination of this dock. Ah, it does. Okay, destination of this dock. Max distance delta. Oh, what's that? There's the time. Max distance delta. I don't know. That's not gonna work, man. Okay. Spawn raft. Instantiate. Blah 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 blah. And then this is. I think that you need to put this in a while, right? I don't know. Let's see. Let's let the bugs ensue. Best viewers on streamboo.com. Remove the space. Oh, awesome. My first Twitch comment is a bot. Probably trying to get me to like a porn site or something. Good, nice try. But I don't think so. Modifier public is not valid in this item. What? Oh. Okay. I probably didn't finish something. Yeah, that. And this should be there. I don't know. Let's see. Oof, running out of time today. I need to refine this. I need to refine the logic, so I might need to. Let's see what happens. But so first, I need to grab the dock, this thing. Okay, so clear. Let's see the logs. There you go. Okay, so it did spawn this underneath me, so that's okay. I can work with that. Because now really what needs to happen here is to move together. Like this. And then disappear. It's getting there. They obviously need some tweaking, but it's okay. It'll have to do today. Because I gotta get going, guys. Well, I mean, I'll be streaming on on my Saturday because I'm in Tokyo, so for you guys will be Friday night. Looking forward to see you there. By then, I'm sure I'll already be finished with the Raft logic, so I'll be dealing with some other more probably bigger and better problems to do. But for today, I think I need to call it quits. We did some progress. At least we fixed a couple bugs and we move along. But I don't have a lot of time today, but I'm glad we at least had time to do something. And I'm just gonna commit this. See, as you can see, there's a lot of changes. Commit. So added the ability to press B button on gamepad. I did that before the stream. added partial dock raft logic and added the pushable grave logic. Oh. I put it in my repo. Let's just check that it actually went through. Just now, yep, just now there was a change, which is this one. Yeah, so this is what changed, all this stuff. But if you want to see the timeline, like this, November 24th, in 1 month it's gonna be Christmas, or close to Christmas. Wow, insane, this year is flying by, it's crazy. But there you go, some more progress, getting closer and closer to the end. This game, you know, is looking the part, is playing the part, getting closer. Still, you know, not even halfway there, but you know, at least there's a lot you can look and a lot you can do at the moment. All right, well, my pleasure. This was also like the first time I stream in Twitch, so thank you everybody. I'll see you around. Subscribe, comment, leave ideas, leave whatever it is that you thought, and I'll see you next